Two real ancient spirits named Thanatos and Hadu coming back to New World Order the world out with a 4-point New World Order agenda plan. Well, 1/4 of it at least. This is according to the Bible, secret names hidden in the Greek language. Thanatos and Hadu, death and Hades. When they ride, they're given to control a 1/4 of the earth and a 4-point plan to dominate it. Let's check it out real quick. The 4th and 5th horsemen, yes I said 5th, you'll see Hadu is right behind Thanatos. Number 1 strategy, release a spirit of war on the world. Military conquest. This will either be with actual armies inspiring them or inspiring the hearts of man and the minds of man, just literal madness, a spirit of warfare. It actually mentions something about short daggers. Maybe see knife attacks on the rise. We may have already started seeing glimpses of this. World at war. Number 2, the food supply. Either controlled or poisoned, we see there's going to be an issue with the food supply and a famine. And people will be getting in lines. Lots of long lines. Great Depression style is an incident that you can remember from the past where something like this happened. Even a full day's wages for a loaf of bread. Sounds like the economy won't be doing that well. Number 3, it will be medical. Right in line with the medical technocracy agenda. Released plagues. You'll see plagues is one of the 4 plans that they have and have power over that they're going to New World Order the world out. Mass sickness. You could probably even remember the Black Plague and look up, and I've even covered it before, about how horrible things like that might be. Number 4, the mysterious beasts of the field completely wreaking havoc to unsubscribe people. My theory on this, either the Schumann frequency of Earth, the natural frequency, will be so disturbed that animals will actually just get in some sort of weird mental state, some sort of weird survival mode and just start attacking people. Or with orders from God, who you know sends out armies. You see this all through the Exodus with plagues. Or this might be straight up chimera, deep underground military base releases of chimeric beasts we've never seen before, or the return of stuff we've never seen. Even maybe on a stretch interpretation, I'm wondering if this could be like an iRobot attack. John writing the book of Revelation, not really knowing what he's seeing in the dream, and he calls these robots beasts of the field. The 4 horsemen colors, white, black, red, and pale green, also kind of tie into a flag theme in the Middle East. Maybe it's related. Also, the other 3 spirits or riders of the apocalypse also have Greek mythology and wandering star planetary tie-ins I'll cover real quick before I bounce. The horsemen's identities as spirits and their link to Greek gods, and also their link to the wandering stars, the planets, could be a mega celestial alignment of heavenly body energy, like the war that I mentioned earlier just being released on mankind. When you see certain alignments, may be the beginning of it. The 4th and 5th horsemen that I told you about, Thanatos and Hadu, that's death and Hades. Death is linked with Saturn in the planets, and Kronos. And again, Hadu would be Hades. The Red Rider would be linked to Mars, the red Mars energy also causing war, which Mars is linked with, and it would be the Greek god Ares. The Black Rider would be Mercury, the planet, also known as Hermes, the god of merchants. And look what's happening here during the famine, buying and selling. And they mentioned the denarii and the day's wages. He's the god of merchants, so he will be related to this. And then it all starts off with the white horse, which will be Apollyon, the Antichrist, which is also mentioned by name in Revelation. And the sun will be the celestial body represented by this, even having the crown or word corona in there, as the white rider with Apollo. And the sun corona is actually a thing. So in summary, that would be an alignment of Saturn, the sun, Mars, and Mercury. And then even with the involvement of Hades, you maybe see some volcanoes and earthquakes popping off. Possible tsunamis as well. There's always many layers to meanings in the word. Also, the sci-fi-like mega tag team of Apollyon, Thanatos, Hadu, Ares, and Hermes. No match for the Lion King, the one who's coming back with thousands. But they are given permission again over 1/4 of the earth to do this for a period in time. Also, if you thought Thanatos sounded like Thanos earlier, you weren't far off. It's probably what it's based off of. Seems like Thanos is a version of Yahweh that the fallen angels will create, where he's kind of a psycho. Biblical but twisted fallen angel version. You'll see many versions of their version of Yahweh like this. Guardians of the Galaxy also depicts a mega psychotic creator. Also, Jesus has the keys of Thanatos and Hadu. He mentions this specifically in the letters earlier, again when he's saying he has the keys of hell and death. He has authority over them. Also, while we're on the topic of the letters, an interesting phrase where in reference to Jezebel, Jesus says that he will kill her and her children with death. Kill them with death. That's a very odd phrase. Probably means he's getting ready to sick Thanatos, the death angel, on you to come collect you. Doesn't pay to be a Jezebel. Also, a final note about Thanatos, there is a time where he's going to just call in sick to work and death won't apply. Lots of madness and chaos happening, and people will actually want to die, but they won't be able to. Maybe then people realize death is actually a blessing in this fallen world and this fallen state. People are meant to die, to move on to a new life. It also says death will be the last enemy to be defeated. Thanatos will be Final Boss Mode on Yeshua's Armageddon Return campaign. Video game Victory Style. Those were all the breakings of the first 4 seals. The book of Revelation is all about this mysterious scroll. And the seals are the first things that start opening the scroll. I just told you the first 4. 5, 6, and 7 real quick are martyrs, a great earthquake, the sky literally falling, and the wind stopped blowing, which creates all sorts of chaotic things, which you can find a video on my page explaining. And Zechariah also mentions similar horsemen, even with the similar colors, who are called the actual winds themselves. Anyway, all this is setting the stage for 7 angels with trumpets, all getting ready to blow. If you're into any of this, go to my YouTube channel, check out a future Revelation comp where I'll collect all of these chapters and throw it into one with lots of extras and a whole vibe. Remember, Jesus has the keys and authority over everything. And that's the truth.